First of all, I'm going to make a manuscript. The design has to be written in black and white with lines of more than 1 mm. The most important thing is the depth of black color. The intensity of black varies depending on the printer. It's easy to compare printed manuscripts by holding them up to the light. The middle black and white print is done by a typical home printer. The right one is easy to fail because the color is light. The left one is always the best, as it is dark enough not to be seen through the light. Next, cut the blanks of the manuscript. You can cut the manuscript within the frame size. Then apply spray adhesive on the attached panel. Spray adhesive tends to get clumpy, so please move it away a little from the paper and sprinkle it lightly. Next, I'll apply the screen. Remove the 4 screws on the frame before taking out the screen from the bag. Keep the inner frame slightly placed apart from the desk to create a small space for air. The screen is easy to expose, so be aware that you work quickly when you take it out of the bag. In the meantime, cover the screen with the enclosed sponge mat and press the screen with the tip of the screw to tighten it diagonally. Tighten it until it makes a sound. The point is that it is tense enough to make a drum-like sound. Then attach the manuscript I made earlier on the back of the screen. Please stick it on with the squeegee or your hand. Let's leave some space at top and bottom of the screen for the ink. Put the sponge mat face up and set it in the device. Please press the button that matches the paper type. When the blue light goes out, take it out from the device. When you take it out, peel off the manuscript on the back and keep it close as a sample. Next, brush with a wet brush. First, wet both sides lightly. If you turn it upside down and wait for about 10 seconds, the picture will appear slightly. When it becomes visible, brush the whole thing in a large circle. Rather than stroking, please hold the brush vertically and push and rub it. When the whole thing comes out, wipe the water lightly and make the final adjustment while comparing it with the original manuscript. After the final adjustment, wipe both sides lightly and dry with a hair dryer. The groove of the frame may get some water, so dry it to the edge. It's okay as long as you can see through it. Put the panel in what you want to print and smooth wrinkles. When you decide where to print, put a lot of ink at the top of the screen so as not to affect the design. Next, grab the squeegee and knead the ink a little. Don't tilt the squeegee too much and rub it slowly with the same force as dropping the ink downwards. Next, clean the screen before moving on to the next process. First, return the remaining ink from the squeegee or the screen to the bottle. The ink is quick drying, so please wipe it off with a wet tissue or cloth before drying. If you wipe the back well, you can print it again with a different color. After cleaning the screen, dry the printed part with a hairdryer. This is enough, but if you iron it after this, it will become more fixed.